In the first part of this video series, we talked about how to create a trade theory. In the second part here, we are going to be creating our trade theory and creating a scanner to return stocks which fit that theory. Let's go. So jumping right into it, let's begin building the scanner. I'm going to throw a couple of stock filters on while I talk over what my trade theory is for the strategy that we are creating. You'll notice what the stock filters are doing in the background, and we'll cover it at the end. But I myself, as we talked about in part one, I myself am a continuation trader. I'm not a reversal trader. I see the market the best when the trend continues. That's the way that I see the market moving the best. And I also, what we talked about yesterday, how you need to find strategies that fit your needs. I don't need money every day. I'm okay with trading a lower win rate and swinging for higher wins. I like trading that way. That's the way that fits my emotional control. So I am a continuation trader. But the kind of strategy we're going to be looking to build, the theory I want to build a swing trading strategy. I actually already have a lot of day trading strategies that are built around this, which are available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Link at the top of the description. But shilling aside, you will see that I already have a handful of day trading strategies, and almost all of these, barring one, maybe two, are continuation type strategies. And I do have a couple of swing trading strategies, but I would like to add to this repertoire. So that's what we're going to be looking to do with this strategy. We're going to be looking to create a continuation swing trade strategy, right? So I want this scanner to return stocks that match that as a continuation trader, and we're going to be doing it to the bullish side as well. I'm going to be looking for bullish trades with this. I don't like shorting overnight. I want to be looking for strong stocks, right? So I'm going to add one more stock filter here. It's going to have to do with shares. While I'm typing this in, did you guys know that over 75% of the people that watch my video aren't subbed? That's crazy. That means you're not going to get to see the next parts in the video series. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. Okay, let's talk about what I added now. So, volume, minimum 100,000 shares. Basically, just don't show me extremely light volume crap. There is so much light volume crap in the market. Actually, so we're using Thinkorswim, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning, but that's my trade platform. And on this box here represents the number of stocks that are left out of the scanner. More stocks than not have traded less than 100,000 shares on the day, which is crazy. There's a lot of crap out there in the market that you need to build a scanner like this to filter through. So don't give me low volume stuff. Don't give me penny stocks. Listen, this is where you start to granulize your theory a little bit, right? I'm looking for a swing trade strategy. I don't want to be taking huge overnight risks. And when you're in penny stocks, when you're in the cheaper the stock, the more overnight risk you're incurring for the most part. So I want to not trade stocks under $1, but I do want to look at small float stocks. I don't want to build a large cap runners, largely because I already have one of those. I already have a large cap swing trade strategy on my website available. So I'm going for a lower, smaller cap strategy. So looking for a little bit more volatility. And to do that, we have capped our shares at 50 million. Now, the next part, we're going to start adding in some indicators. And when I say we're going to start adding in some indicators, some of you guys are going to tense up right away. Trey, I don't use indicators. Indicators are for noobs. Nobody uses indicators. That's because you've been told that indicators are useless. And let me start with this. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that indicators are useless for the way that most people use them, right? I don't think if the RSI goes under 40, that means that the stock is a buy. Of course not. But what we're doing, the whole point of this video series I'm making is to create a trading system, help you guys become system traders. And to become a system trader, you have to have an extremely objectified rule set, meaning you must know where you are going to enter and where you're going to exit. There's no thinking. After market open, I'm not thinking anymore. I'm just trading the systems that I've spent hundreds of hours creating after market close. That's when all the thinking is done. But once markets open, it's easy. I have so extremely defined reasons, and I use indicators to define those reasons, right? So I mentioned that we want to be looking to long continued strength, right? Well, you can't just say that. You have to be able to define what does continued strength mean. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and add a study, and I'm going to throw in percent change. I want to look at the percent change indicator, and this is an indicator that is showing you the percent change over a certain number of days. And I actually pardon me, I want to set this over 10. I want the percent change, by the way, the default length, so I'm putting no parameters in here. The default length is set to 14 days. So over the last 14 days, the percent change is at least 10%, 10% or greater. Let's go ahead and sort our filter by volume. Sorry, I was losing my voice there a little bit. Gave me a good chance to readjust the camera anyway. So we've got our percent change over 10 sorted by volume. Let's go ahead now and let's save this scan query. And I'm going to save it as, I don't know, video series system. Let's go ahead and save it as that so that we can jump into the charts and we can go ahead and we can load the scanner into the side list here so that we can go ahead and start clicking through some of them. So we're going to look now and you're going to see these stocks are largely up moving stocks. They're moving huge to the upside, right? These are the sort of stocks being returned by this scanner. Bing, bing, bing. I want you guys to realize with this too, on this, and I'm not going to talk about this in too much depth, but on this sort of watch list over here, I have a separate column and it's called consecutive S. This is a custom column that I have created. Once again, available on my website, all for the same price, but it's showing you the number of days that the stock has been on the scanner. So essentially, the number of days that a low float stock has been over 10 on the percent change. So these are the stocks that have been the strongest for the longest. But these are the kind of stocks that we're getting returned by our scanner now. And that's fantastic. This is fitting our theory perfectly. We are now looking at stocks. Pardon me, I'm losing my voice. I apologize. We're now looking at stocks that are making huge bull moves, and in the next few steps, actually in the next step, I need to wrap this up. In the next step, we are going to be looking to create a strategy that fits these scanners. But that is the very, very important part. Let me wrap up the video with this, voice going out and everything, is you must start with this. You start with building a trade theory, and then you build your scanner first. You must have stocks being returned that fit the type of way that you want to trade, right? This is very, very important so that you are trading the right sort of things. You can't just have a trade theory and then jump right into making a strategy, because what you're going to end up doing if you do that is you're going to get a ton of false positives, because you are only going to end up looking I apologize. You're going to end up looking at stocks that are only fitting your theory, which is cheating. So you need to make sure that you are returning stocks that fit your theory in a scanner so that you can test all of them, so that you know when you're running your back testing, okay, I would trade, whatever they were. I would trade, I don't know why it's doing this, MYO, SHOT, DRCT, ASPI. I would trade all of these. So these are the ones that I will run my back test off of. And you'll notice tomorrow, when we make our strategy, I'm going to include this indicator in the strategy. It's only going to take trades if the stock would also be on the scanner. That's how we don't cheat our back testing. We are beginning to future-proof our back testing already by building our strategies in this sort of order. So I need to stop talking. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sick or anything, but I'm losing my voice. YouTube wants me to stop talking. With that being said, you guys make sure you like the video if you did enjoy. Once again, subscribe if you're new. Over 75% of you aren't subscribed, which is crazy. It's free. Just hit the button, please. With all that being said, I'm going to sign out of this video. I will catch you all in the next one.